Hello, everybody. This is Eliz-sha from wisdomseekers.net, emphasis on the .net. And we're here for the weekly for Earth, which is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn for October 27th to November 2nd, 2019. And I'm going to jump right into it. And the first thing is to confront. And what I'm actually seeing there is to look at the inner child. You don't really want to confront the inner child. You want to cajole the inner child to come out gently, and you want the inner child to feel confident and comfortable with yourself. So you don't need to confront it, but you do need to bring it out and allow it to have it say for you. And hi everybody, that was quick. And for Earth, it seems like it's a really good reading so far. I just glanced through. And so the first one, the base card, is the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles is all about, the Eight of Pentacles is all about being confident and sure about yourself, being a master craftsman at your work. And many of us are getting to that stage now, that where we are learning and doing well. So you can see all my stuff. So I'm just going to, all my papers. So what covers it, the Eight of Pentacles, or the Master Craftsman, is the Magician. And that makes sense. With we becoming really good at what we do, it makes sense that we are learning how to deal with the energy. We're learning to surf the energy. We're learning to manipulate it. And true, we have to manipulate it for our best outcome. And what is behind us? And it's the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is things came together for us. Earth came together for Earth in a really good way. And that's what we're wanting. We want things to work for us, not against us. And bringing out our inner child and dealing with the inner child, though it can appear to be rough and hard, it's actually working with us. We're working for our own benefit to clear all the old stuff out. So what comes out of all the work that you've been doing, the Princess of Wands? The Princess of Wands in my book is a card of magic. It's a card of seeing the beauty in life and seeing where before you see leaves falling down and they're turning brown and ugly, you see, oh, it's going to make great compost for the spring, and the grass will be bright green because of it. What's right directly in front of you is Six of Swords. And as I keep saying, the Six of Swords is one of the few swords that's really positive. You're just about where you want to be. You're just about to a place that feels like home. And for many of us, we have not felt like we are at home for most of our lives. The energy is shifting enough where we should start to feel at home. And Five of Swords. And the way I read the Five of Swords is you've been through the battlefield. You've got a lot of tools out of working through your stuff. And you've learned to ride the rough waves. And it's almost over. The storm is abating. You're heading towards land. And so what does the weak support have to do with this? Well, we get the Wheel of Fortune, and we get that quite regularly. But and the Wheel of Fortune is bumping up in energy, bumping up to a new level. And we are doing that very often. It's not something that happens once every 6 years like it used to. This is something that can happen maybe twice a week on occasions. The energy is so turbulent and so impressive. And it really is impressive. When I look at it, it feels like a tsunami wave coming through. So it's pretty impressive, but we're learning to ride it. We're learning to surf the waves. And the Seven of Pentacles is we've put in a lot of hard work. We're getting there. We're due to reap the rewards. there will be more hard work. This is not something that's going to go away, not for a long, long time. Uh, this shift started basically centuries ago, and it will take centuries for it to be fully acclimatized. But there's a 50 years before and 50 years after will be the hardest part. So I'm just going to run through this one. Basically, Three of Pentacles is the same as Seven of Pentacles, reaping the rewards after putting the effort. And the last card, I'm going to leave it at this one, is Three of Cups, celebration. Now is a good time to celebrate. And the last card is shine. Allow yourself to shine. Allow who you are to shine through, because you have confronted your inner child and you're finding out that, wow, not that bad. Fear is the biggest thing that stops us from doing something. Doing something it causes us more fear than actually doing it. So if you can face your fears and go through it, on the other side, you look back and go, oh, well, that wasn't that hard. Almost guaranteed. Not always, almost. It has been for me most of my life. When I've got this fear, and I feel the fear, I go, well, okay, let's just face the damn thing. I get to the other side, and it's usually that momentous fear. It's usually like this big. So we make a mountain out of a molehill, right? So face your fears, and you'll be amazed at how much simpler it is than we think it is. And I see there's a whole bunch of things going on. How is everybody? And my daughter is still over looking after my grandchildren. So this will depend completely on how much the grandchildren are busy or not busy.
Well, right now they're watching a show on their mom's old phone, so they might be busy for a bit.
We'll see. Or they might not.
They might not. They might get bored.
Yeah.
So Anjali, Jen, the Polynesian Princess, Blossom, Lori, Vidya, Lily, Danielle Marie 361, Andrea P, Kylie Brown, and everybody else that I'm missing says hello.
Hi. Anjali, how are you doing?
The Polynesian Princess says, I liked as soon as I entered. Hello, Elisha and Elle. Hello.
Thank you. I do appreciate that. YouTube is a bit cantankerous at times.
Yes, it is. Lori Dotson says, on time. Hello, sending you and yours love and light.
So, what size ring do you wear? Because you were saying you wanted one, and I know you're making us a mirror, and from the sounds of it, the mirror is quite impressive. So I will just send it along with the wand that we're going to send.
Yep. Lori says, Elisha, I love your necklace.
Thank you. It's just a crystal with gold flecks on the bottom. But I like it too. That's why
the Polynesian Princess says it's so pretty, Lori. Andrea P asks, will I ever move back to my hometown anytime soon?
I have a feeling that you will be moving in the springtime, and I think that you will be happy with this move, whether it's back to exactly your hometown or not. It's within a radius that's very close, so that all your friends and you can be will be, all your old friends and everything. are within easy distance of each other.
So Lori Dotson says she's a size 5 ring. Isn't that the exact size you're practicing with?
Well,
4?
this is a new one, but yeah. But I did another one. I've got quite a few size 5s actually. Okay, go ahead.
Kylie Brown asks, do you ever see me reconciling with my ex Gemini?
There is a potential. It's not a huge potential. But the fact is, he still thinks about you, and he still has a strong emotion about you. And as long as there's a strong emotion, whether it appears good or bad at the time, doesn't really matter. As long as there's a strong emotion, then he still very much cares what you feel and what you think. So there is a potential that you can that the two of you can come together. It's when he comes back and says, I don't care one way or the other, that there's no chance. But because he still has strong emotion, there is a potential there. At this moment, I would not reach out to him. I would wait for that energy to dissipate just a little bit before you reach out. Okay.
Lori Dotson asks, do my guides have anything to say?
Well, first of all, they say, hi, Lori. And it's very cute. So they seem to think that you worry a little bit too much. And they think that if you could allow things to just happen a little bit more, allow things to flow just a little bit more in your life, that it would be a lot easier for them and for you to get things the way you want them to be. It's because there are times when you try to energetically push events, that it takes a little longer because of it. If that makes sense. So if you just allow the energy to move, things would happen a little faster. I'm not sure. Is that clear, El?
I think so.
Okay.
The Polynesian princess says, oh wow, I never thought about it that way, Eliz-sha. When you said the compost making the grass green.
Yeah. There's a lot of positive things that happen that we look at as a negative. And sometimes it's the old saw that if we don't have the dark, we can't have light. And it's true. If there's no shadow, you cannot see the light. And that's actually a scientific truth. If there's no shadow, you cannot see what is. We need the contrast.
She says, yeah, without dark there is no light. Exactly.
Yeah.
Without moon there is no gravity.
That's not true.
No, it's not. I don't know.
But there wouldn't be tides.
Yeah. tides.
You sound tired, dear.
Yeah, I'm a little tired. I need sugar and I need a bunch of coffee.
No sugar, but coffee you can have.
Oh, well, I don't like my sister's coffee, so I don't make it here, and I don't really want to put the kids in the car again. So I'm SOL.
Yeah.
Speaking of SOL, oh no, bad. Okay, I'm sorry. Lovely Ace asks, "Hi, any messages from my spirit guide?" My ways need work
a little bit. They're very pleased with something you're doing right now. There's something you're working on or considering working on, and it's not your job. It's something that you're doing for yourself, and they're really excited. Actually, really excited about what you're doing or contemplating doing. So whatever you're contemplating doing or doing, keep it up, because it is what it is going to make a huge difference for how your future life moves forward. And congratulations, from what they're saying, it's quite impressive. They're pleased regardless. And it might be something to you that you feel is just something small, but it's the small things that sometimes make all the huge differences. Okay.
Nanny Drea asks, "Do you see me getting a job in a year?"
Well, as soon as I went in, they said yes. Actually, the feeling is that the job might come a little earlier than a year. You might find that, and I'm going to go on the assumption that you're coming out of school about that time. But it might be that you find that you have a job before you're out of school. So good luck on that. It appears that it's a job that you're going to be really pleased with.
Our next question comes from Jen Taylor, and
Hi, Jen.
She asks, "May I ask if blessings are coming? I feel tired."
Yeah, I understand that. It's going to take a while, but all the hard work you're putting into your life right now is going to pay dividends. January, things will be more a memory than anything. The intensity you're going through at the moment should drop off probably for November, but regardless, everything you're doing now, a lot of it will be memory by January. Good luck.
Sorry, I jumped ahead and got caught up in the conversation.
That's all right.
Now I just have to
find out where you are.
Find out where I am. Because I'm here, there, everywhere. Okay. Danielle Marie 361 asks, "Is Paul going to call me or write a letter?" So communicate. Will Paul communicate?
Yeah. I think he's going to write the letter rather than phone. The song, "I'm going to sit right down and write myself a letter," came came to mind as soon as you said that. And yes, it's a very old song, I know. It's from the 50s. It's going to be a little bit different from what you anticipate, but it's not going to be horrible either. Okay.
Callie Bowman asks, will I pass all my classes this semester?
One thing, Callie, the answer is yes, but maybe I asked you if you were doing enough studying, and you kind of suggested that you could do a little bit more. This is you talking to you, not me talking to you. Okay, so put a little bit more effort into it and see what happens. But the short answer is yes, you should pass all of your courses. Spend a good hour a day extra studying, and you will do better than you think. And it is the going over and going over and going over that puts it into your mind so that you do get it and you do understand it. And one of the things I would do if I was you, would I go talk to your teachers and tell them you have test anxiety and see if they have a way of helping you do your tests so you have less anxiety. Sometimes they'll put you in a separate room, separate from other people, so you don't pick up their energy. And because you're an empath, this does affect you being around other people taking tests and their stress. So never wear a clear crystal when you go take a test. What you can do though is get yourself pyrite, because that's a card of the pyrite. That's a stone of protection. But go tell them you do have test anxiety and see if you can write your test separately. Okay.
Just real quick, Briella, she says hi to you, me, and Lori, and also says no sugar. Why? And that's because if I had sugar, I'd have to share it with the kids.
No, because sugar's bad for you. White sugar is a killer.
That too.
White sugar is bad.
I had to say, because I have to share.
But yeah, the kids would
share when it comes to food.
Yeah, she doesn't share very well. No, not when it's food.
Gabby McMaster asks, hi ladies, wondering if my guides have advice for me on what line of work I should be in. Thank you.
Okay. Communications sounds like it. I mean, your guides are hilarious, by the way. Yeah, I think you'd be really good at some form of communications, because what they show are acting. Well, that's communications, isn't it? Acting is not something I recommend for a lot of people, because whether you're a good actor or not, it has nothing to do whether you make money or not. And the average actor makes like $30,000 a year, which is really not a lot of money. Not nowadays, it's hard to live off that much money. I also get the feeling that you would work well. You work well with people, I know if you're asking what jobs to go into, that you're not at this level, but you should be a boss or a leader. You should be somebody who leads other people. Okay. And like I say, that's something you have to work up to. You can't just go in and be that. You can't go in and be the boss. It just doesn't work that way. But communications, working with others. It appears that if you're really good with English, or is something you are good at, writing articles, press articles, or things that allow you to say what's happening in a company. Again,
Memos?
Pardon?
Are you talking about memos? Writing memos?
Well, no, it's something that it would be memos, but something like press releases and stuff like that. I don't know how you'd start out. That I don't think that's something you get to do first off. You have to. I guess that's another thing you'd have to prove yourself on. But if you're good at writing communications of some description, is something that you should seriously look into. And it might be that you will end up a writer of books. And that again, that's another hard area to get into. So good luck. But you do have a lot of strong abilities to communicate and be a leader of men or women, whatever. Okay. And that was pretty rambling.
It happens.
Yeah, I noticed.
Mellow Yellow says, "Hello, everyone."
Hi, Mellow Yellow.
Blossom 11 asks, who do you see coming towards me in love this year?
This year?
Yeah.
I think you're right. I think it is going to be this year. And I can't see who it is. I just see how you're reacting. And you seem to be very happy, very, very, wow, this is so cool. It's sort of, the first blush of being in love. So there's lots of cool things happening. You dress nicely and you're excited, but I can't see who it is. I'm sorry. I just know that whoever it is, it's not somebody you're chasing, or pining after. This person is coming to the door to pick you up, to take you out. And you're really excited about it. So I'm sorry. I wish I could give you more, but I that's all I got.
Lori Dotson says, I have to go to the lake to ground myself every day before work. Everyone seems unhappy at work.
Well, from what you've told me about it, what I picked up from you, it does seem to be a little touch of chaos there. Your grounding makes a huge difference. If you could take in, now this sounds really strange, but if you bake a cake, and while you're baking the cake, put the energy of calm and or muffins. It doesn't really matter. It's just something that a lot of people would eat with it if it's presented to them. But put the energy of calm and happiness, and use purified water for it, and see if that energy cannot be put into the cake. And it might be that you want that you take a old plate And when you've got the old plate, put the energy of calm in that old plate and just accidentally forget to take it home. And from what you've told me about doing your mirrors and stuff, you do know how to transfer energy from one thing to another. So you make sure that the old plate, the one you don't care about, coming home or not, you make sure that it's got neutral energy, and then you transfer calm and grounding to it. Okay? And it just might have a ripple effect. I can't promise it, but it might help. Okay.
The Polynesian Princess asks, do you see me and Cameron fixing what's currently happening between us? Or should I just move on? I'm very frustrated. Eliz-sha.
Yeah, hang on, Cameron. I honestly think it will take a while for it to fix. And he's not ready to let, it's like a dog with a bone. He's not ready to let go of stuff. Honest, what he's cranky about and things like that, they're nothing. It's nothing important, but he's using it as an excuse to keep himself separate from other people and not grow up. And that's the crux of the matter, is he's not mature enough to deal with a mature, honest situation. And you are. I would move on, personally. It would be my advice. And if it's meant to be 3 or 4 years down the way, then it will happen. But if it's not meant to be, go find yourself somebody who's worthwhile and is mature enough. But at the same time, check in within yourself why you're attracted to that level of energy, and find out what it is within you that is attracted to that, and release it before you go forward looking for somebody else. And honest, if you can find what's in you that's attracted to that level of energy, it might just be that Cameron grows up because of it. I can't promise you that. It's a potential. And but find out what in you is attracted to what part of you. Why do you need to save people? And a savior complex is a really tough one to live with, because you're going to choose damaged and hurt people, and you can't save people. They have to save themselves. That's a given. But that which in you that needs to save people, figure out what that is, and allow it to go. And I have personal experience with saviors. I have a couple of kids that saved every dog that came along, and one that tried to save every broken man that came along. It does not work. Okay, so just figure out what that is.
It works better with dogs than it does with humans. Just saying.
Just saying.
Just saying. Jeanette Preston says, hello, sweet ladies.
Hi, Jeanette.
Lily Dulo
Hi,
says,
Lily.
hello, girls. I would like any insight on my relationship. My man has mixed energy. Thank you a lot.
I've been picking that up for a while. Yeah. Basically, what he says is he really does love you, but he's having a hard time letting go of the past, so much so that it's messing up his now. And his thinking and his thoughts are on his son more than anything. His son is his most important energy right now. So if you walk away, he'll follow. But when he brings you back, he'll go back into the same old. I do believe if you choose to walk away and you don't go back, there will be somebody there for you that is ready to ready and willing to treat you with the respect that you deserve, like the young goddess you are. And having said that, I also recognize it's very difficult. And it's a very difficult thing for you. Would be a very difficult at this point to walk away. So that unfortunately is a very personal decision on your part.
You ready for the next one?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think I want to say anything more on public forum.
Yeah, that's fair. Lori Dotson says, thank you for being here, ladies. I am grateful for you being here for me. There is a lot of love here. Can anyone else feel it? And the Polynesian princess replies, yeah, such great energy here. Jeanette Preston asks, can you see any big changes happening in my life anytime soon?
Well, instantly I went to your health. And it feels like you're going to have an aha moment about your health, or something's going to be presented to you about your health, which you can use to your benefit. It's like it's not going to take away everything, but it's like it's going to bring it down to 50%. And it might be simply somebody says, have you tried this herb, or have you tried this exercise, or have you done this, or have you done that? And it's something very simple that when you get to it, you go, wow, why didn't I try that long time ago? It's something very simple. It could be like, I know that down in Vernon, you go to a place where they have these ice baths. And you go into these ice baths for like 30 seconds or a minute, and it does something. I have not done it. I doubt I would ever do it, but my neighbor has done it, and I know that it took away her pain for months at a time. So it might be something as simple as an ice bath, but I don't know exactly. I just know that it's going to come to you, and it's something you want to do and you can do.
Lori Dawson says, I want to give the mirror to you as a gift. I make hero glasses for people who have done things for others. They are surprised to receive it. Bree B. Erla asks, may I know, what does Jeff want with/from me? Thank you.
Jeff doesn't really know himself. he is getting an idea. It's starting to percolate through his brain that what he wants from you. But like at this moment, he is kind of clueless, I think is the correct word, or out in left field. But he's starting to wake up. He's starting to become aware of what the potential is between the two of you. And at this moment, he's only just becoming aware of the potential. So he doesn't really, I can't answer you at this moment. Try it again next week.
Mimi asks, do you see me getting an apartment in the future?
I think your first place might be that you still have to share a little bit, but not, you share like it's with one person rather than a bunch of people. Other than that, the apartment would be so tiny that you can barely turn around in. But this is just the first place. So I do see you. I do see that. But be open to having and I don't only see one person, but a roommate. It doesn't mean there won't be others, and I could be wrong, but yeah, I do see an apartment in your future. Just you want to be very careful who you partner with in this, and it's often better to not be best friends, if that makes sense. It's often better to have somebody who is simply in it as a business partnership rather than best friends, unless you're best friend and you can handle a lot of stress and emotions. Okay. And sometimes it works really well. Best friends.
Lovely Ace says, thank you very much. Vidya Maharaj asks, I'm interested in looking for a new job. Is it in my range?
It's in your best interest.
Yes.
It appears that it's a really good idea that you look for a new job. Not sure why, but it will bring you. It will bring you. I don't know. It appears that it will bring you a lot of freedom to do more of what you want to do. I think there's more money involved too. That might be part of it. But yes, look for a new job. It might not be the first job that comes along, but I think it's a job that you'll like, because you have the responsibilities that you like, the kind of responsibilities that you like, and you're really good at handling. And you will have more responsibilities, which is not a negative. It is actually quite a good thing. Okay.
Miss Ronnie says, hello, everyone, and asks, will my finances improve soon?
So the only way they can improve, I think, is if you look for a job that will pay you a little bit more than what you're getting now, or you go to a counselor to help you figure out how to spend your money. So there's two things. Either and finding a new job probably is not the worst thing you can do. But there are a few things that you spend money on that that are not necessary. They're just wants. They're not needs. So at the moment, until you change a few things in your life, unfortunately, the money situation is going to change. It's going to stay the same. Having said that, on our internet, on my website, I have a lady who is going to offer clearing money problems out of your energy, and when it comes on, it's going to be half price. It will cost like $98 per session when it comes on, and when she is confident in it, it's going to be half that price for a limited duration. And her name is Nikki. She does Wednesday meditation, and she's an awesome lady, extremely powerful. I would recommend you keep an eye open for that. I will also announce it when she does. I personally intend to take full advantage of it, and I intend to buy it for my children as well for Christmas gifts, because I've worked with her and I know her. I know how good she is. So I would seriously consider keeping an eye open for that, and it will make a huge difference in how the money situation is resolved. Money in our society is one of our biggest problems, and it's because we have ingrained in our genetics that unless we're one of the few who have the other way, we have it ingrained in our genetics that we need to work really hard and never get ahead and just survive, because that's the way it always has been and always will be, which is not true. There is enough for everybody. It doesn't matter if they're 8 billion or 12 billion, there is enough on this planet for everybody. There is no such thing as lack, but we live in a world that perceives that we have lack. So when you ask, will I have more money? You will have more money if you can change certain attitudes, certain belief systems, and genetic clearings are one of them. So that one is a very hard one to answer, but it is also a very pertinent one, extremely pertinent to our nowadays life. So hopefully that is one of the things that we are clearing at this time as a human race. It doesn't matter who you are, black, red, white, yellow. That is it is a human race problem, and it is coming to the head, and that is why so many people are having this feeling like they're drowning, in debt, feeling like they cannot survive. But there are ways around it. But it's, a lot of it has to do with attitude, our attitude. Okay, good luck.
Larson says, Eliz-sha, do you like dark green or light green or both?
I like both. I like green is one of the colors I like. Well, I like colors, period. But green is one of the colors I like.
Puzzle of Life asks, hi, my grandma Bertha let me know. Can my grandma Bertha let me know, is it the first or second week of November I will get my acceptance letter and anything else she might have to say about it? Thanks.
Second. She was very good at giving out advice, wasn't she? She says, don't you get cocky about this, by the way. Don't you get cocky about this. And with that, she also sends you a great deal of love and caring and respect. And even though she was saying that, she doesn't really think you're going to. I mean, she's just throwing out that idea to make sure that you stay aware stay aware. She likes to cover all her bases, your grandmother.
Jin Singh says, hi there.
Hi.
Hello there. Yasmin Fox says, hi, how can I improve my mental health? General health advice, please.
Well, the first thing, and this goes for everybody, that quiet your mind. Quiet your mind, and when you quiet your mind, you find that you have a lot less to worry about, a lot less to what does that person think of me? Oh, I shouldn't have done that. All those questions, all these things are less important. And it's the quiet mind that living in the present moment. You can listen to Eckhart Tolle, and he talks about being in the present mind. You can. My favorite is to tell people, when you start having squirrel mind, think about toast, because it's boring. And when your mind starts to squirrel, just think about toast over and over again, or think about something fun like rainbows and unicorns and sparkly tails and things, anything like that. Just change what you're thinking. And when you start to go back to having the squirrel mind again, break the habit. And that's the trick, is breaking the habit. And that's for everybody, including myself. And when my mind starts to chatter, I literally go out and I break the habit. And sometimes I have to break it a few times. Okay.
Jin asks, will I settle where I am?
I don't think this is the last place for you, no. I think you're going to continue to move on and there is another place that is your place, but at this moment, no, I don't see you settling or staying in place just yet.
Okay. Excuse me. Blah. Lori Dutson wants to know how much the rings and wands cost.
We can talk about them later. The rings are just, I'm just playing with them right now. I'm just learning how to make them. So I haven't even thought about a cost or anything, because right now I'm just playing. But yeah, we'll talk about that later, okay?
Joe Fermino says, "Hello, darling. Any job opportunities coming soon?"
It appears that there is. I think it might be close to home. When I say that, I'm not sure exactly what I mean, whether it's where you work already or it's close to it's closer than you think. When not, because I'm not thinking it's out close to your home per se, but it's closer than you think. The job opportunity is closer than you think it is. That's basically what I guess I'm trying to say. And I get the feeling that there will be a lot of movement for you before Christmas, maybe November, which it's pretty late for October, so it'd have to be either then or another time. Okay.
Blossom says, "Thank you." Lori says, "Thank you." Polynesian Princess says, "I need to find out what's in me that's attracting this, because something similar happened with my ex-boyfriend. I'm always bending over backwards for people. Thank you."
Okay, then that's one of the things. Quit doing that.
Julie Laughlin says, "Hello, Elisha. Good to see you."
Hi, Julie.
Lily Dulo says, "Thank you." Jeanette Preston says, "I'm being sent to a doctor that is new here who specializes in my problems."
Oh, right on. Well, hopefully they will give you something that will be of benefit for you. You can only hope, right?
For sure.
There's a new person in town.
You guess so?
No, because I would never know. I know there's a new doctor at the drop-in center, but he looks pretty young to be a specialist.
Yeah. Julie Laughlin asks, "I'm in a pool of 7 others in a housing lottery and wondering what you are feeling about it."
I'm not sure what that means, but
I don't know. Maybe looking for houses?
Possibly. I think you're third on the list, if that makes any sense. So it might be that you will have a you'll have a house not this year, but relatively soon in the new year. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm sorry, I don't know exactly what that constitutes.
Well, Lori suggested it could be that she, in a group of 7 other people who want the house, where does she stand? What are her chances of getting the house?
Yeah, but why would they use the word lottery?
My only other thought is you know how people pull in money to buy lottery tickets and then share the winnings if they win? That could also be maybe, but that I don't think they do that for houses.
Maybe if you could explain a little bit more, because I just get your third on the list, and that I don't think that's exactly what you're asking for. Okay.
CF says, hello, I'm Carol from SA.
South Carolina?
SA. South Carolina would be C. SCC.
Okay.
My
brain is getting a little tired.
Yeah. I should probably get off soon anyhow, so I can
feed the kids.
Well, my sister's supposed to be home soon, so I was thinking more
get out of her hair,
that, and clean up the living room.
Oh yeah, that might be a really good idea.
Oh, South Africa. Cool. Carol from
cool.
South Africa. And I'm new to the channel. Sorry. I forgot we were reading questions.
So we're getting a little tired, that's all.
Yeah. She asks, or they ask, I started a contract job 2 days ago, and my contract expires January 2020. Do you think I will finish? I would be finished.
Oh, your contract?
Yes.
Not contract, I think,
but like what she was contracted to do, or they were contracted to do.
Or do they think, is she asking whether she will be offered a longer job?
They just say, do you think I would finish up in January 2020?
Okay, let's see. Okay, so if it's your contract will be fulfilled, yes, the contract you will get everything done. There's also a potential that you will be offered a longer stay there as well. It feels like they're going to like what you're doing. You like your work ethic and things like that. And so there's potential that your contract could be extended. But the work you're going to be doing, you will be able to get it finished by then, no problem.
Okay. Mariana asks, what are Ricardo's feelings towards me? What does he really want?
Ricardo. I think Ricardo is a little bit of a player. So don't give him what he's asking for. If you want to just have fun, then I think you're fine. He's a bit of a silver-tongued devil, so to speak. So just be aware that what he says is probably the full truth and nothing but the truth, but it's said in such a way that you hear what you think you want to hear. I wouldn't trust I wouldn't trust this guy too deeply. I hope you're not crazy nuts in love with him. And if you are, don't give him anything that you don't want to give him. And be very careful what you want to give him, because he will take it and you won't get satisfaction from it. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, or not the greatest news.
Gabby McMaster says, thank you so much. Jennifer Schwab asks, is my husband's uncle on his father's side who passed away still around him?
Wow. Let me see. He's not close, but he's not far away. If you mention him or talk about him, he'll be right there. But he's sort of like he waves from far away, and that could be just because it was very convoluted, the way it was presented, and I'm going, what? That he goes, I'm over here. So they have a really good sense of humor on the other side, and your family specifically is really good sense of humor. But yeah, he's still around, and he's got a big grin on his face. So I'm going to take that as a sense of humor rather than he's far away. Your husband and him, they have things in common that they like to do, the same kind of things they like to do, and he does the same thing. He hangs around when your husband does the things that they both have in common. They hang around together a lot, and it's almost like they, you know how guys will stand around and not say anything, but they're quite happy together. It's like they're sitting around shooting the breeze but not talking. Well, a lot of your family on your husband's side sit around companionably, not saying anything, just being together. And I suspect your husband never feels like he's alone. That's because I don't think he ever is alone. There's always somebody around being companionable. Okay.
Brie Erla says, thank you so much for the message, Eliz-sha. We are going to meet on Saturday after a very long time. Thank you both. Both of you. Tay2637 says, hello. Does my energy feel okay? I haven't been feeling weird, but I've been feeling off.
So I'm going to suggest you do this. Plant your feet firmly, shoulder widths apart, bare feet if you can do it. You can do it in your house. It's okay. And imagine the energy coming up from the center of the earth and coming up through your legs all the way up to here. And see it like white color. Then see the energy coming down from the universe and through the chakra that's right about here. I think it's called the star chakra. I forget. Whatever. The chakra that's here, pull the energy through and let it go all the way down to your feet, and see the two colors, and one's bright yellow, one's bright white yellow. And see them clearing and meshing together till it hits in the center of your tummy. That's where your power center is. At that point, you should feel something pop out of your power center and just sort of dissipate. That's what's got you off center. Is your power center is not quite in line with who you are. And just feel the energy go to all your cells, and I suspect you'll feel really good after that. Anybody can do that, by the way.
So Tay was our last question.
See, last ring.
Um,
It's one of those ones that you can wear in any size. Oh, that's good. I'm glad because my brain's kind of fatigued.
yeah, the rest are just thank you. Thank yous for the advice, the messages, and yeah.
I'm really good at advice. I think you've all noticed that.
Yeah, and Jennifer Schwebb says, thank you so much. I love that they are around him. His uncle was a very nice man, and my husband will feel happy to know that he is around him. Tay says, thank you for the advice. I really appreciate it. Lori Dotson says, I feel something like that at the lake. So grounding. Mariana says, thank you. Jennifer Schwebb says, I love that they fit any sizes.
Yeah, they're fun, aren't they?
Bree B. Erla says, you are awesome at advices.
It's easy when you're on the other side looking in, you know.
Yep. Lori Dawson says, yes, you are indeed. B says, thank you, ladies, so very much. And CF says, thank you so much for your advice, as I am new to your channel. Welcome.
Yeah, we're more than welcome.
Yeah.
We love having new people come on. We also have a Facebook page called Wisdom Seekers, and it has a phoenix up top. So go in, check it out. We have a lot of cool things happening there on Wednesdays. We have meditation, except this Wednesday it's going to be on Thursday, and we have interviews with different people. Though I haven't been doing as many lately, I will probably in January kick it up a notch again. But this Friday coming up, we will have Elizabeth on, and she has the most interesting information. And the week after that, we will have Erin doing again on Connect with Erin, and she's a medium. And Monday we do an interactive right here, and whether I think it's me, but it might be Erin. We kind of split it back and forth. Erin is fabulous, and most of you that are on here know that she's fabulous. But so we have a lot of cool things. We have also we have a daily card. We have every 3-day card, and tomorrow we will have a spirit animal of the week, and that is really kind of fun. And if you join our group as well, there is we put up jokes, lots of funny jokes, because I believe spirituality should be fun. And we also put up lots of information on spirituality. Sunday we will have what I call the God Hour at noon, my time, Pacific time. It's just a low key. It's just a low key thing. Where I found something we were going to talk about, but I can't remember what it is now.
Well, find out tomorrow.
Yeah, I think it's. Hang on. Here I have it. If I can get to the top. It's a relationship between science and spirituality, actually. We're going to talk about that, and then people can ask questions about that. Hopefully, if anybody wants to come on and has any specific knowledge about spirituality and science, I'm more than willing to have you come on and share the limelight with me. It's so much easier when there's somebody there talking with me. Other than that, I think I need to definitely say goodbye.
Yes.
And you better run. You better
go.
You better run and clean up the living room before your sister gets home.
Yeah, but first off, Lori, what's for dinner is food. Hopefully. She asks what's for dinner, so I said food.
I think my middle daughter's looking after that, so I don't know. She did talk about baked potatoes.
Ooh, yes.
You're not going to be here.
Probably not. I'll probably grab something on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah. B says, Lori asks the best question. Ha 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 ha. Food. Glorious food.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite subjects.
And Lori says, yes, Elizabeth is a wonderful. B says, yes, I can testify. Everybody check out the Facebook page. Thank you. Also, our Facebook group is very nice as well.
And then Elizabeth has a Facebook group too called Dreams and Visions, and it's pretty cool too. And when is her third article coming out?
The story, it came out Thursday.
So the next one will come out Thursday then.
Yeah, the last part will come out Thursday, and I need to work on a scene for that one.
Okay, and also on the 31st, Halloween, and I don't know the time. I have to get hold of everybody. We're going to tell true ghost stories, so that actually happened to us.
Yes.
That's Al and myself, because
it's the day of E.
And Elizabeth and Aaron. We're going to tell true ghost stories.
Yeah, it's the day of E.
Yeah.
Or the hour of E.
The day of E?
The day of E.
No, it's Halloween.
No, I know, but it's Eliz-sha, Elizabeth, Aaron.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the day of E. But my brain is slow. But as I say, Elle and I have enough ghost stories to fill an hour on our own. So it's not going to be wanting. And they really, really happen to us. They're not just the day of E. Yeah.
And this will be all on Facebook Live on our page when the link for that is in the description. So if you're all welcome to join and share your own haunting stories. If you're okay with that, we will read them out loud. And yeah, it should be a fun little conversation.
Yeah.
But on that note,
we should say goodbye. I'm really bad at goodbyes. I'm okay with hellos. Namaste. Namasko.
Bye, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
And again, as always, I do love being here with you all.
Bye.